Nah. Don't worry about that. Hold up,
You
faith then.
You think he has the intelligence to understand what placebo means?
I mean,
Yes,
we're
you
both
just
dummies,
explained
so...
it. It didn't click.
Oh, to the river then.
Turn it to the river.
Unless anyone says otherwise.
I should ask, are you guys just there to grab her stash? Because if so, I'm gonna fast forward through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my
Because
intention of going.
I know this right now, there's no one at the fucking river or the fisher in the dead of night except more bounce.
I'm tempted to try.
It's like not much.
I'm tempted to try and find like the quote unquote angle that this picture was drawn at, and see if it matches up with the.
Oh, you're not going to be able to do that. I'm afraid to tell you because he drew it from memory.
He drew it from memory. Oh, okay. So that fucking entirely artistic interpretation. Gotcha.
It's not a real place.
Oh, so it really is the next.
So you would be wasting like an hour trying to find it when you guys have other shit to do.
Oh my god.
He's just like holding his thumb up to try and get like measurements and shit, and everyone's like,
Yeah,
"Hurry the
it's
fuck
like
up, dude."
that's nah, nah. You would be wasting time. I'm sorry to tell you.
Also, does Pipeweed do anything to a Boundskin?
No.
Oh,
Well,
shit.
depends. Some Boundskin yes, some Boundskin no. It depends on how you were designed, so to speak. Because some Boundskin have lungs and stuff like that. Others don't.
I was designed poorly.
Yeah. I say design. It's designed in the way that you roll the fucking random architect or schematic lottery.
Huh?
Hmm.
So you guys do find her stash. It's fucking not hard at all to find because it's exactly what she said it was. You find in there the music box that she was talking about. It's about the size of your palm, maybe a bit smaller. There's not much else in there. There's no money or anything. There is a set of manacles. The key is there with them, so they're unlocked. So there's that. And there is also some sort of shine? Polish? Like a little tub of it?
Do the manacles look river-sized?
No, they look bigger.
Gotcha.
Like way bigger. More like Timmy sized.
Is it?
Who
Is
takes
it
the
like
music
metal
box?
polish?
Yes, it's metal polish.
Sorry, I misheard. Did you say shine or shrine?
Shine, like a shine,
Oh,
like something you use to shine your shoes.
Okay.
Oh.
And yeah, it's a metal polish.
Is this their equivalent of like fucking like face blush, and eyeliner? It's just metal polish.
You wouldn't know,
Timmy a bit to
Timmy.
look cute.
You
Are you
wouldn't know,
telling me
I'm
Timmy
sorry.
is a beautiful? Look at that face.
Not yet.
I mean, who'd look
Thank you.
cuter with some oil blush on?
It's not blush. It's not like staining the metal that is your quote-unquote skin. It's more over to like protect you from elements.
Oh, well, that would make sense for like the fishery thing then.
It's like sunscreen.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
robot
yeah,
sunscreen,
actually.
yeah.
Yeah. Stops you getting pimples. Or rust, I
Must
guess.
The music box.
While you guys are going through the leftover of her stash, why don't you guys all roll me perception?
Okay.
Let me get my sheet. Perception. Oh, that's a fucking.
Ooh!
Oh, that's a fucking.
Oh my god!
You guys are just...
We are either rolling
sucking.
nat 20s or trash.
Man, it's been vacillating.
Meanwhile,
from
this
high
fucking tiger.
average to nat 1.
Broomhilda has their own sixth sense tingle, like it's like your mind is detecting patterns that are provoking danger in your senses, even if your mind can't actively determine them. Which is saying something, by the way, consider how she's a fucking tiger and is much more attuned to her natural senses than any of you folk. But even she can't pinpoint it.
Best would not tarry here long. Broomhilda's getting a sense of predation. Just like looks around. I
Nary anyone. Nary a soul.
just like looks out. You got what we came for. Did someone grab the thing?
Yeah,
I was gonna say, you
I'm assuming you
have to
took
use
everything.
so it was Manacle's polish and the music box?
Correct.
Okay. Do we want to backtrack?
And the box, it's all in.
And big box.
It's like a lockbox, like you'd see for like cash,
Okay.
like a register. It's not huge.
Which I'm assuming we're gonna make Timmy carry because he's the robot.
I mean, you are a collector, so
I mean, you said it, Garth.
yeah.
Basically
grab
volunteered
it.
yourself.
Timmy's just saying like, "Oh, sweet, a new box."
So Amy takes the music box. How are you guys splitting up the rest of it, or does it not matter to you guys?
Don't matter to me.
Yeah, I'm the first.
Congratulations, Timmy. You're now the donkey.
You just like
You're Lydia.
I feel like
Rocky
you had to
nudges.
fight to not say owner. You're the owner of this box. It's like, no, you can't have property.
Rocky
Yeah,
just
Clanker,
elbows
do what you're
Timmy.
meant for.
God.
You
Okay,
carry it the
oh.
first half. I'll carry it when you're tired.
Looks like a robot.
I
Does it have muscles?
I appreciate the gesture.
He's also currently carrying a gnome as well. Might I just remind
Yeah.
y'all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, where are you guys off to next?
Yeah, that is a good question.
Graveyard.
I think the graveyard would probably be,
Yeah,
because I mean that's where she told him to go.
we've had two things point towards the graveyard so far, so let's start there.
Mhm.
I think.
Can we find a path on the way back that like has like an open space, so as we travel through it, we can see if we're being followed?
Oh no, absolutely. There, you guys can go through the central road that carves through Folkstown.
I stole-
It's wide enough for like carriages and everything to like go like both ways down and everything. So you guys can just literally just walk in the center of the street because no one's fucking running carriages right now, and just have easy line of sight around you.
Hmm.
As we're heading back, I'm gonna stow the galvanic gun back in the bag and put it over my shoulder.
Luckily, you guys don't have any more security checkpoints to go through. You guys probably had to go through the one that you guys came in through, the middle of the western gatehouses. But they know who you are, and they're just like, oh, it's them again, and they brought another guy. He's human, alright. Cool tiger. Please don't bring it near us.
Please don't. You know what? Fair.
Or not, she doesn't like being in the town anyways. Doesn't do good for her pulse.
Alright, that's fine by me. Y'all go on in then. Didn't find nothing out there. Didn't find what you were looking for.
Didn't find what we were looking for, no.
Damn, shame. Oh well, it's not like y'all work for the government or anything, so it's fine. I like this.
That.
Well, night's not done, so we might still get paid yet.
Alright, that's fine. Just don't never mind, just go.
Hey, I mean we haven't found anything. Sometimes you can be on the trail for days. Just stop it.
Alright, he definitely don't work for the government. Alright, yeah. This is the town. This is the gate guard who doesn't want you guys to report him to the government for being lazy on duty. Which is why he always asks if you guys work for the government.
As you are,
And-
officer.
Rocky just points a thumb to like him while looking at Brett Hilda, like, get a load of this guy.
Yeah, get a load of this guy.
Get a load of this guy.
So, you guys do go past the fishery. When you guys are leaving the river, there's still Boundskin working there. You do not find the angle by which the shitty child's level artistic interpretation of maybe a fishery was produced from. You guys do end up going past the fox, not directly past, like you guys walk down the street past it, but like past the direction of it. You guys would have probably passed Marius's on the way back in, but you guys already bought stuff from him. So, the graveyard.
Yeah, as we're going over, I would just go towards fence. Say, why is it you don't like these bumpkins so much?
Oh, I love Boundskin. They're very useful for my project. I just don't like them alive.
I'm
Okay.
impressed that you qualify us as alive.
I mean, it shows character growth, right?
Eh.
I mean, if you want to, you know, if you'd like a nickname, I could always call you Parts, if that makes you feel better.
At some point, Fred, you really should just like for a campaign play like like a racist character. I just want to see. I just want to see how it develops. Like if you go deeper into it, or you actually like develop out of it. I'm just curious. Anyways,
Just play.
you guys do end up going towards the graveyard. And as you guys get towards the graveyard, first off, Broomhilda will tell you, Brocky, immediately there's a smell of blood. Fresh blood. The gate, the large, tall, metal great gate, great not as in it's amazing, great as in it's a grated thing, is ajar and open. And you see that there is like a, sort of like a visitor booth or like a security guard station next to that gate. It is empty, but there is a blood splatter on its window. And it doesn't take a long investigation to peer around into it to see what was a person. His armor, his stud leather armor, is butchered and in immense disrepair. His blade is shattered. And you see, because the graveyard is semi-lit, dimly, with some continual flames. So flames that don't go out, ever. But they don't populate the entire graveyard. They just populate at like certain big thoroughfares and crossroads and amongst all the graves. You can see that there are other sites of butchery.
Well, we're on the right track.
Brokey would just go over and like close the dead person's eyes. I hope Ophilosaur's watching you now.
And that, Brokey, is why I like them better this way. And I point to my pylon and my shield.
Aye, but you be just as willing to take a life as they are. Let's not put ourselves on a pedestal that we don't belong.
Gives you a blank stare, like, okay.
Yeah. It's okay, but... So what do you guys do?
Follow the blood?
Yeah, just kind
Fair
of look around here.
Fair enough.
Lots of butchery.
I mean,
say
it's pretty easy.
The blood does like snake between different combat sites, and they are combat sites. They didn't all just get assassinated or anything like that. That being said, can all of you roll me your investigation? Oh, investigation or medicine?
Let's see which one's better.
Or survival.
I have neither.
Or survival. I think survival is also a fair pick.
Do I just
So-
want to roll a
have-
-3 investigation just to fuck with it? I don't.
No.
That's some really solid investigations.
And then I rolled.
fucking 2.
Damn
Okay.
it!
Then Timmy rolled.
Okay.
I almost wish I rolled 2.
So we're going to go through a number of points here. First off, we'll start with the medicine. The bodies, they are cut apart, slashed, like claws befitting Broomhilda, if not something bigger. Like maybe like the equivocal scale of getting hit by like oh god, what are they called? Fuck. A Grey Render. So not in terms of force, but in terms of size. They're pretty big. They're not clean cuts. Like the blades themselves look like they have chips and bits missing on the blade, so the cut from the autopsies that you're doing are not clean. And from the amount of massacre and butchery that's up here, most of the, with the exception of the guy at the front gate, most of the bodies are missing chunks of them. Like, they're not to be found anywhere. They're taken somewhere else.
Oh, he's not wearing it, is he?
Or eating it.
That's so unhygienic.
I like how that's
it is.
concerned.
Yeah, you're right, Kirsten. That is super unhygienic. Yeah, you're right.
You just like measure it with a staff and then look over to Finch. Finch, how big do these bones can get?
Do I know that?
Like a
Sorry,
general.
I was doing a tango. What was the question? How big do they get?
Yeah, based on the claws, like
Yeah, right.
So-
Huge.
Bounds can be in the large large categorization, but those are the rare fighting specimens to be found down below. Most Boundskin are medium size. Some could be as big as Timmy, who's at like fucking like 6-7 feet. Some could be as small and Jameer as River, who's like 5'4". Some could be even in small size category. There really is a wide range for Boundskin to be. I will say, from Finch's perspective, because you're asking him, the flesh envy sickness will cause the clanker to mutate, I guess is the way I put it. Deviate. Actually get them to grow. Stuff, parts, size, etc. Which is very weird considering how they're made of metal and they don't really have capacity to grow naturally like people would. Which is another reason why people fucking don't like it. So how big cannon bounds can get with flesh envy active on them, they can get decently big. Like a Goliath. If they're already the size of a Goliath, then God help you. That's a fucking killing machine then.
Literally.
Yes.
Yeah, I would share all of that.
Well, we're
Oh.
fucked, aren't we?
Ooh. Looks like this thing has gone full throttle.
How many corpses have you eaten again?
Unincluding Mr. Treach, there are 6 grave guards here. In fairness, one of them probably got assassinated. Which brings me to my next point. Investigations 20 and 22. It's actually a bit interesting. Other than the guy at the front, they all did put up a fight, but from the way the scuffle looks, it wasn't like they're fucking fisticuff boxing, or even like a standard dueling sword fight, or even a street dirty, like knife shank fight. A lot of, like 4 out of the 6 other bodies looked like they were swept off their feet by some force. And then in their prone, vulnerable position, just butchered. With a 20 and 22, they're pretty good. It looks like he grabbed them from the floor.
Oh.
That's what toppled them. Or he sliced them from the floor, through the ground up.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so that'd be my
okay.
next question.
So he was burrowing.
Yeah, are there any like piles
But-
of dirt?
None.
What?
Have
No
you guys seen
evidence
that
of
part
uprooting?
in? You know that part in the Sherlock Holmes movie with Danny Jr., where he and Moriarty do the mind-mental thing, where they talk to each other about the moves and counters they do.
Yeah, I love that scene.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
something. If Finch is the one disseminating this information, that's sort of like the detail he would go into, and this
You're
is
the one
how,
with the 22.
this is that. And that's why. Vivid detail about the grabbing them from underneath and the massacre that followed.
Clever creature, then. You say they can infect one another, correct?
Yep.
Ooh. Can our margin worshipping cleric, can you roll me your religion?
Yeah, of course.
As Finch disseminates this information, something might ping in your mind. We'll see.
Nat 20, nat 20, nat 20.
Human miso. I just saw that human miso.
Ah,
Not nat 20.
no, not an
Not nat 20, but that's still
Only
really
a
good.
casual 19.
The way he describes it, it reminds you of something. Although the thing that he's reminding you of doesn't butcher and like cleave and skin people's faces off. No. But the way he talks about it, you've heard tale and have interacted even on a neutral ground level with some of them, of earth elementals, that they could just sort of shift through the earth like that. They become one with the ground and then move through the earth and then come out of the ground.
Huh. Yeah, you just realized that sounds kind of like an elemental.
Huh?
So they can kind of like glide through the ground.
That's a good way of describing it.
That
How
would explain a lot.
does he do that?
Cause he's mutating, lad.
I just how. You know what? That's outside of my thought process.
Hmm?
And also
Yeah, I bet it is.
immensely terrifying. I heard that.
Aye, it should be. Dealing with an alpha predator here. Dealing with an alpha predator don't scare you. Then you got your head screwed on wrong.
Timmy just like adjust a bolt on the back of his neck.
Hmm.
I will say the boy trail is pretty obvious. It leads to a large tomb which has its entrance pulled open. So like the doors are flung open and it's a staircase that leads down.
I didn't know this was
I don't know if that's the word tomb is the correct one, but like catacomb or
Yeah.
whatever.
like the
Mausoleum.
standing structure.
It's like a rich family's tomb that they
Yeah,
own the
it's,
underground. I
oh.
don't fucking know what it's called.
Mausoleum.
Mausoleum. Thank you. Mausoleum. Thank you.
Should we play the music box while approaching?
Huh.
Perhaps if you want to be a target.
Mm. It is something it is connected to. Maybe he would have a response that is not try to murder us instantly.
I will say there is something at the entranceway to the mausoleum. An item that's on the ground.
A severed head.
Go up to it.
It's not a separate.
Also, might be a trap.
I will
it's-
slowly
it
go
looks-
up to it.
It looks like shattered glass with like a sort of metallic casing, like a capsule.
Oh, does it?
Looks sort of like that, except that's yes, that's straight from League of Legends, but it's honestly the best way I can describe it.
That's probably part of the thing we're looking for.
Is it like broken?
It's shattered.
Okay. Okay.
Like it really is just a metal piece at the top and the bars in the side. The glass is like all shattered and gone.
Hey, can I use Divine Sense just to see what pops up around here? Because I'm fascinated suddenly.
Sure. What's the distance on Divine Sense? 60 or 30?
It's 60.
60.
There you go.
Okay, let's see here. Celestial Fiend or Undead. You detect Undead.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
that
suppose that's
tracks
less
for where we are.
Yeah.
All things considered.
It's
Um,
like desecrated or consecrated.
Roll me your perception, but use your charisma in place of your wisdom.
I'll take that. Let's see. Perception. I am proficient, so it's /R d20 plus 2 plus 2. Sure. Okay.
Alright.
Whoa!
Alright. I'm happy you guys are getting these nat 20s because that means I can share more info. You could feel them in the earth below you.
Yeah.
Swishing around, sort of vibing, as if the ground itself were water. You think it's 4 or 5 of them, maybe? It's hard to tell. It's sort of like looking at like an atom bouncing around in atomic space. Yeah, it's hard to tell at that fucking speed. Is it a new one, or is it one that just bounced off screen and then bounced back onto screen? I don't fucking know.
He disseminates this information in pretty much just the words you say, because I don't know how else to fucking say that. What? They're
Hey,
moving
I don't know
beneath
how
us.
much interaction Timmy has had with undead, but with a nat 20, this is not normal. Not in the sense of like undead in the graveyard, no fucking shit. They're necromancers that live in fucking Cutthroat's Cave. You know what
Yeah.
undead feel like. These do not feel like anything you felt before.
It is something alien and very, very.
That's a good way to describe it.
Haha.
Got a question.
Yes.
You know about elementals, right?
Aye, a bit.
Could I guess, some kind of... We're looking for a geo that was floating inside of a glass case, and I just found a glass case that was broken. Could that have something to do with... suddenly us dealing with an elemental?
Oh.
Certainly sounds like it could work that way, doesn't it?
It does.
Aye, okay. Sounds like a plan. And from what Timmy is saying, it sounds like it's not alone. Do
Am I? Go on.
you know if they bury the, are they buried in here? In boxes?
So long as they can pay for them.
Nice marble mausoleum. You guys are in front of it right now. So, probably tells you.
Yeah, it depends on the situation. Well, not depends on the situation, but
I see.
we have to approach it.
So, might be some other problems here. Be on your guard.
So you guys heading in?
Before we do go down there, I could try playing the music box. Like Timmy said.
Aye. Tell you what, why don't you play it, and we'll all get the high ground, in case something pops out and tries to kill us.
Good idea. And then Amy will try to play the music box.
I find a nice large tombstone to stand on, just in case.
That's a good idea. I'm gonna do that too, actually, before I
That's what I was recommending. Get off the ground.
Yeah, don't have contact with the earth.
Alright.
What is something Timmy can stand on that would like support his probably extremely high weight?
I mean, there are some like
Mausoleum.
tall, like this is sort of like a Louisiana sort of like you're in like a parish in Louisiana.
Sure.
Like there are tombs that go out of the ground, like the sort of stand.